Welcome back to my channel. My name is LaShawn and this is Lush Uncut. It's a good day, America. It is a good day, America. And why is it a good day? I'm going to let CNN tell you what I'm sure you already know.
It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback.
That's it. That's all of them I wanted to show y'all on this beautiful day. Honestly speaking, this is absolutely wonderful. I would be lying if I was to tell you that I was not ecstatic. Last night when the results were coming in and we saw him take North Carolina, and then they finally called Georgia, that's when at that point I was like, he definitely got it, especially when it was clear that Pennsylvania was also going to go in Trump's favor. I was so happy. I am so happy because not only did he win, but he has won by a large margin. And we all knew going into this that a close victory was not going to be good. This needed to be a strong rebuke against the Democrat and the Democrat establishment. And luckily, that is exactly what we have gotten. Of course, in the middle of a victory, we will be remiss if we did not acknowledge the leftist outrage that has followed Trump's victory. Now, it is something that we all expected, but for some reason, I am still amazed at how these people reacted. So here are a couple of videos that I grabbed from social media. Enjoy.
All right, guys, it's time to go to bed. None of us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives, aren't we? I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries, but this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind, and how I am trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic because it's religion's supposed to make you love.
I will make it my life's mission, my dying wish, that none of you weirdos can hide in the future. You can't lie to your kids. You can't lie to your grandkids about, oh, it was so confusing. It was hard to see the truth. He was so convincing. I will not let you get away with that. That was not normal. This is not normal. I will make it clear to everyone. I will make sure no one is confused about how things were right now in this very vital, crucial time in American history, that it was not confusing. It was not confusing at all. You just stood for that. You stood with that and for that. I can't emphasize enough, there will be nowhere to hide, and history is going to look back on this and look back on you in a very negative light.
Honestly speaking, even looking at this, and I know, as someone on the right and a Trump supporter and someone that's very, very happy with the results of this election, as much as I want to just laugh at these people, I really am sad for them because they are living in an alternate reality. It's just not that serious. I get it, guys. I get you're disappointed. If Harris had won, I would have been very disappointed, but you would not have found me on social media in tears. That just was not going to happen because it's just not that deep. And I think this is exactly why I say this is a victory for all Americans, because even people like this that are so upset about this is going to be for their benefit at the end of the day, because one, they get to finally have their reality infringed upon a little bit, because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I can't tell the future, but Donald Trump is not going to go full Hitler, okay? We're not going to be living under a fascist dictatorship in the next 2 or 3 years. I'm pretty sure America is going to survive another Trump administration. So maybe, just maybe, this will be the turning point for some of them to realize that, oh, maybe I'm tripping just a little bit. And in addition to that, this is a victory for the Democratic Party because Kamala Harris was not democratically nominated to be on the top of that ticket. She was plucked out and chosen to replace Joe Biden. And it's sad to say, because if they had a regular primary process and actually had the voters choose someone, Donald Trump may have still won, but it probably would not have been to this extent. There's a lot of people that completely rejected the notion that these figureheads, these, people behind the scenes can decide who is their candidate. So yes, this is a victory for America because it reestablishes and reinforces the fact that Americans are not just going to take crap giving to them, that people have no idea what it's like to be an average working class everyday citizen of this country. Final points here. Number one, identity politics is dead. If the Democrats could not get a woman who is partially black, a minority, into office, identity politics is dead, okay? And I really hope that they just leave it to be buried and not try to resurrect it in the next 4 years. Like, let us do ourselves a favor and run on actual policies and not nonsense. In addition to that, this shows that Americans, contrary to the popular belief of the establishment, are not dumb, okay? We are able to see past the BS that we get from our media from a day-to-day basis. We are able to sit back and be like, you know what? I might not be crazy about Trump. Because I know there's a lot of people that were not gung-ho about Donald Trump, but they saw what the media did to them. They see how the media continues to lie. And it's crazy because I'm pretty sure that they're not going to have, learned their lesson, and they're going to continue to lie for the next 3.5 or so years about Donald Trump, about his policies, about yada, yada, yada. So this shows that Americans, to some extent, will not stand for the buffoonery. And last but not least, and I think the most important, the point that has come out of this campaign, this election, this whole fiasco, is that men matter. The Democrats ran such a pro-woman, pro-abortion campaign and thought that that was going to be enough to give them the victory. Men matter. Their lives matter, their perspectives matter, the issues that matter to them should matter to the rest of America. Men mattered because it is men, it seems, judging from the exit poll and what I've been seeing online, it is men that gave Trump this victory. So maybe the Democrats could sit back and think, you know what, maybe we should stop with the gender divide. Maybe we should stop ignoring men and saying that, white men are literally just little Satans running around in this country. Maybe we should acknowledge some of the issues that matter to men because they matter. And lastly, the onslaught and the backlash is coming, okay? We've got maybe 10 hours, maybe, I'm going to say 72 hours when we can actually sit back and enjoy this victory. And that is what I implore you to do if you are someone like me that was literally like praying for Donald Trump to win. I really have not prayed this much about an election like literally ever. If you are someone like me that was really, really hoping to get the results that we saw last night, take the time out and celebrate the victory, okay? Because I feel like in a moment like this, it's like, yeah, we won, but let's think about what's next, because us conservatives, people on the right, we're not used to winning. So whenever it happens, I think we're a little shook. And then we're like, okay, let's not try to win too hard. Let's not rub it in other people's faces. Let us be humble and, just move on and focus on what's next. No. This is a pretty big deal, okay? Donald Trump almost got assassinated twice. They impeached him twice in his first term. I think he still has a whole bunch of outstanding cases that he has to face in court. It's been a long 8+ years. We have the right, okay? And we are fully justified to celebrate this victory. So celebrate.